Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the California Beach that's behind me. We've shown a couple of videos of this vehicle in the past. Today we're going to have a look at the kitchen unit, so how it pulls out, etc., what you actually get with it, and then we'll move on to the actual gas supply as well and show you how that connects up and get that into. So let's get straight into it. Let's have a look inside. For those of you that don't know, behind this panel here is the cooker unit, which is a single gas hob, and then down in the bottom section in here is where your gas bottle lives, and we'll move on to that at the end. This rail, before we move on, in here is actually for your table, but to bring the cooking unit out, really nice and simple. Just give this a pull, put your hands under here and pull it out. So it comes to there. At this point then you want to pull, so pull up and it folds back down into position. And obviously here this is a guard for the cooker, so that comes up. You've got a single hob, bit of workspace here, so you can use that as well if you want. And then obviously your burner control here and your spark as well for the gas supply that's in there as well. Once you finish using this, pop that down, easy as that. Pop this up, back into its position and just push it back towards the door, all out of the way, nice and neat. So this area is purely for cooking, so as I said, you've got your hob, then you've got a bit of workspace that you can use as well. But the important thing as well is, say you've got hot water and things on here and it boils over, obviously it'll boil over into the pan and it'll come down and collect in this area, which is safe and away from the burner, and then obviously then you can just wipe that up and mop it up, so you wouldn't have water pouring out over the things that are in the kitchen as well. This might sound something obvious, but there is a warning on here as well. Obviously not to put this down when it's lit, because obviously you'll have the burner on the bottom of it that's on here as well. And obviously you've got your window as well at the side here. So as standard on the beach that you always get one window in this side. We discussed it as an option for the other side, but obviously that would allow you to open that then as well, obviously for heat to radiate out of the vehicle if that was the case. So obviously this needs a gas supply, and the gas bottle itself would come and lives in here. So to open it you just twist these round on both sides and then just pull this away, so that comes off, so it's move it out of the way from there. And then inside here we have a brass fitting which goes on top of your gas bottle and the regulator. Now if anybody's watched any of the videos before on the ocean and coast variations, this will all look very, very familiar, because it's exactly the same regulator and it's exactly the same brass fitting which goes on there as well, which leads us to something which is different, which is what type of gas bottle we use. So the Californias, whether it be the beach, ocean or coast, all use camping gas bottles. You've heard me refer to them before. It's the Camping Gas 907, which is the big version. There is actually 3 different versions of that particular type of gas bottle with the fitting on. So you've got the 907, which is what's used to go inside the ocean and the coast, and then you've got a half size of that, which is exactly the same width, etc., as that, but it is pretty much half or so of the volume wise, and that's a 904 gas bottle. And then there is actually a 901, which is a really small bottle. It's about the same height actually as the 904, but it's not as wide as those as well. And those are the 3 gas bottles. Try and find a picture to put up now to give you an idea what they actually look like. Now, thanks to one of our subscribers who I'd spoken to, referenced this. We were talking about gas bottles that were in the vehicle, and I hadn't even had a chance to put one in at that point. Basically, it was the 907 100% would not fit in that gap, and it doesn't. I've got a 907 here today because that's what we have here on site, is 907s for our vehicles that we've got here at the moment. So obviously I'm going to show you how that connects up. You can check out our other videos we've done before which show you how that 907 gas bottles connect, but for the beach model it is actually the smaller version of that, the 904, which is what you would actually put in here, but again you could put an even smaller one in and put that 901 in there as well. Obviously that would be a lot smaller, so you'd probably be moving around in there as well if you wanted it to as well. I can assure you the gas burner on here, having a single hob burner, a 904 or a 901 gas bottle would both last a very long time. I've got a 907 which I use when I'm camping, actually camping in tents, that's there. I've had it for many years. It's still going strong as well. It never runs out because there's lots and lots of gas that's in them as well. So I'm going to grab my 907 gas bottle just to remind you and show you how the fittings work, how you actually connect it in. Obviously it's not going to fit, but next time we get a 904, I'll try and pick one up from somewhere. We can show you how that actually fits in the actual hole. So this is a 907 gas bottle. There's camping gas ones. This one's a gas UK one. As I said, the 904 version is pretty much to there. So it's about, as I said, it is pretty much about half the size of this particular one that's in here as well, and that's what goes in there. But as this is what we've got, I'm going to show you how you do connect it anyway. They always come with a little cap on the top. So you put your brass fitting, that goes on the top that's there. So screw that in, make sure it's tight, and then the regulator that's here, so you've got the end here and the brass one on here. Just put that bit over there. That goes on to there, and then it's a case of getting the thread on. There we go. Twist it round. It only needs to be finger tight. What I tend to do is I tend to hold it with my hands and just move the regulator up and down just to get it as finger tight as possible. That's there, and that's plenty. Now obviously if we had the right bottle, which we don't, but if we did the half-size bottle, that would slot straight into that gap and would come inside and sit inside of there. Obviously I can't do that because we've got the wrong size one. We'll update this video once we do get that size bottle, but as I'm sure you may or may not know at the moment, but gas bottles are in fairly short supply at the moment, so you can get what you can get that's on there as well. And I hope the lady I spoke to, who'd just taken her beach, has I'm sure you have managed to find a gas bottle, and I hope you're enjoying your vehicle. So as I said, that's how it all connects on, and then obviously then to turn the gas on, you just turn the cap on the top there, and this your cooker's in here. So if we get this back out again, so I said pull it towards you and pull it up, lift it up here. Press your thing down and turn it on. Give it a minute for the gas, and the gas is lit. Once it's up to temperature, then you can turn it down or turn it off. And then finally, just as is on the other models, there is a gas isolation switch, so that's in between the gas bottle and the actual cooker. So to find that, so we just put this back down, put this up and back in. So in here, which is where your storage compartment is, if I just move this out of the way and lift this up and give you a better view that's here as well in a second. But right here in the corner down the bottom is that gas switch. So you just turn the gas switch on or off, and that isolates the supply, so you don't have to keep taking the cap off to get to the gas and actually turning the gas off on the knob here. You can just isolate it from that side. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, having a look at the gas burner and the gas supply here in the California. So next video coming up shortly, we're going to have a look at the electric system that's in here, so show you what it is with the power sockets, show you what happens when you plug it in the side, and go through all that kind of stuff with you as well. So hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, it will just help the channel out, and we'll see you next time.